Hello and welcome to the official TalkBGKY podcast. I'm Heather Lashley, your host for today. And here with me is Captain Kevin Lashley from the Bowling Green Fire Department, who also happens to be my husband. Good morning.
Good morning.
And I'll start with some questions for you if you don't mind. I know you have a lot to share with us. How long, Kevin, have you been with the city of Bowling Green?
So I am now in my 14th year, to be 14 years total, come October the 4th, I believe. Many different roles and things have taken place in those last 14 years, but 14 years working on it anyway.
What is your current job title?
So right now I am a captain in training, work out at the Porter Pike Station 5 training facility.
And that's really exciting because we all know that a new training facility is being built out there. So
yeah, as of right now, that's supposed to open around the December of 2024, January-ish. You never know when you get into construction how long it's going to take, but it's a joint facility with PD. We'll be working closer. We already work together from time to time, but we'll be in the same building, sharing some of the same spaces each and every day. So exciting.
Very exciting, and I come that way to work every morning, so it seems like everything new that they are doing, I was like, oh, that wasn't there yesterday, and it's been very neat watching that progress. What is your department's role for the city?
My department's role, well, the fire department in general, again, is just to serve, save, and protect, but for the role as the training division is to, one, when we have recruit classes come in, is to train those individuals, get them the needed hours and the needed categories before they come on shift. It's also, we take part in on-shift training. So for about 3 weeks, a quarter, we will do company performance drills with each truck from each shift. So every individual goes through these company performance drills of 2 to 3 hours. Sometimes classroom, sometimes more hands-on. It just depends on what we have prepared or what they may need or have wanted us to assist them with getting better at. We also are somewhat assist with physical fitness and putting individuals through physical fitness tests. We're also involved with promotional testing when it comes to engineers. We have hands-on with that, and we assist with the captain's test, promotional testing as well. And I'm sure if I sat here and thought long enough, I could actually find more that the department in general. But for me personally, I'm involved with our PPE, our personal protective equipment, which is our first line of defense for a house fire. I'm also involved with our peer support, which is part of our mental health, a newly up and going program, about maybe 2 years old, that our department and our chief is 100% on board with, due to the fact of mental health just being up in the news this day and time. It's there. It's always been there, but it's recognized more now than ever, and we're trying to get ahead of the game with sharing with our individuals and our co-workers and even their spouses and family that mental health is really just health. We take care of our health day in and day out. Why can't we take care of our mental health day in and day out? We got to stop calling it mental health and just look at it as health. Yeah, I also do some of the chaplaincy, or as a chaplain. Been there for many years, and I think that's an important role. But I also think that sometimes the word chaplain scares people away that doesn't have the same beliefs that you do. And for me, at the end of the day, I have to meet that initial need before we can worry about a spiritual need. So being a chaplain is not always sharing my true belief when it comes to religion, but being there to love and care on people at the end of the day. And that's why the peer support program is so important, and the two kind of go hand in hand and tie in with each other. I have my beliefs. I'll always stand on my beliefs when it comes to the spiritual side of my life and my religion, and others have theirs. But I believe being that individual as a chaplain, as a peer support team coordinator, it's important to know that they don't have to come to me, or they not scared to come to me because I may believe a certain way, but they can come to me because I want to hear them out and try to help them in any way that we can. So those are a few roles that the department, as well as myself, plays.
And I think that that's really important, the peer support program that has been taken on. I know that the city really takes seriously all of us We are very fortunate to have those programs, great managers, department heads we can always talk to, because there's been a lot to even go on in our city where we've needed, some training and some additional help with talking to people to get through some things. So yes, peer support is definitely important. So exciting that you all, in conjunction with the police department, implemented that. And I think you told me you were going to some type of training this week. So I know that you all always stay involved with different trainings to kind of keep on the upfront end of things with mental health.
The city has, HR has backed that program 100%. And continues to back it, and that's great because there's not a lot of cities in the state as well as the United States that have these programs, and for us to be able to have that financial ability as well as just the support from the personnel is great, and we greatly appreciate that. So peer support, it's not what you say to people, it's you being the ear for them to listen to. And sometimes that's all people want. We don't have to have the answers. We just have to be there, be willing to listen. Sometimes that's all it takes. We're not doctors, and many of us are not therapists, but hopefully we can point people into the right direction when it comes to the help that they need.
Absolutely. And I know that you all were great examples for the very large recruit class that you all just graduated a few weeks ago. Do you want to talk about that a little bit? And I know that I even heard some of their family say, well, yeah, Captain Lashley had them running quite a bit. And, they were always look forward to the days that they were going to go on runs with Kevin Lashley, or Captain Lashley. So you want to talk about that a little bit, and then just maybe talk about your running and how that kind of plays a role in your position too.
The recruit class takes the entire department, our assistant chief of training, the other captain of training, the engineer of training, the instructor of training, and then myself, as well as the officers and instructors on shift. So 21 individuals in the last recruit class, the largest one that we've had. We've got another big one coming up. Yeah, and physical fitness, again, it's a priority for us. We as a department look forward to those days when we can work out with the recruits or put them through a workout. To me, it's fun. It's part of my life. It's a lifestyle. I'm referred to as the guy that runs, and I don't know that I like that title. First, I've thought about this a lot lately, that running is a big part of my life, but I don't want it to be my identity, right? I don't want fire department to be my identity. I want me as a just individual, as a Christian, as a husband, as a friend, as a family member to be my identity. But all that plays a part in assisting and helping these new individuals come into the fire service and hopefully have a career that lasts, and then when it's over, they can go on and enjoy their lives with their families.
What does the fire department look like for you all in the future going forward? Training, the new station, anything coming up in the future that you can share with us?
Yeah, nothing I have is confidential or anything like that. We're growing. It's just a fact of the matter. We see it when we come to these commission meetings that we're buying new trucks, we're building new stations, and it's because the city is growing. Mm-hmm. And by the city growing, that's a plus for us as individuals as well as for the surrounding businesses. And Bowling Green it's a great place. As much as I say I would like to move out west, or I would like to move to the beach, or I can go here and I can go there, at the end of the day, there's nothing like coming back home. So no, the fire department is just growing, and it's going to continue to grow, and it's because of the support of the city and the citizens and those that are in charge or running the city. So that's all we have going for us, which is a positive.
Well, over the past almost 14 years, I've really seen you grow in the career, from riding on the back of the fire truck to driving a fire truck to riding in the passenger seat of the fire truck, and now in training. So I've gotten to live that with you and see the different many facets that you have been involved in. We even have a nephew who, when you ask him now what he wants to be, he'll be 6. What he wants to be when he grows up, he says a fireman. And I think that, he's watched you and seen the different fire trucks through the city. And I mean, you all set very big examples and have big shoes that these little ones want to fill one day. So that's pretty exciting to be in such a career that folks look up to you that much.
Yeah, the job is a rewarding job, but you can't get stuck with the mindset I love the job. You have to enjoy the job because the job won't love you back. But the people you work with, the citizens that you serve, that's who you love and who will love you back, not the job. So enjoy what you do and be thankful that you may have a possibility to help somebody. And hopefully that if there are younger individuals or even older individuals out there that want to look into this career or maybe get started in this career, that's how you have to look at it. Love the people that you work with and that you serve, and enjoy the job. Make the best of it.
And that kind of leads me to my next question. So you still have a few years to work. What has been your, I guess, most rewarding thing that you've taken away from your job so far? And, kind of what do you look forward to in the remainder of your years to come working for the fire department?
The most rewarding, it's always serving the people, but it's also being able to serve and work with people. That to me is what makes the job the job. If you're on the fire truck and you're working shift work, you're living with individuals for 24 hours at a time. So as some would say, a third of your life while you're at this job. So it's rewarding. It's awesome to see somebody such as a recruit or a new firefighter or a new engineer succeed or improve. It's also rewarding. And it's also hard when you get called on runs, but you're able to take those tools or those different disciplines and use them to help someone to maybe save a life. And not so much save a life, but maybe it's just as much as help someone push a vehicle out of the road that has no one. It doesn't have to be the life-changing event or the life-saving event. It's the smallest things. It's maybe pushing someone out of a ditch or out of a driveway or shoveling a little bit of snow or something like that. It's not always the life-saving events that's rewarding. It's the ones that at least you can see someone cares and says thank you and are appreciative for.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for being here today and for talking with me. And again, of course, I'm a proud wife, and not only that, but as a citizen of this city and county, I appreciate everything that you all do and the job that you all do for all of us. And thank you for being here today. And you, again, have been listening to the official Talk BGKY podcast.
Thank you.